Hello, my friends. Thank you for joining me today. I have a special video. I was sent some really fun things from Ohuhu, and we are going to check out these beautiful markers together and enjoy a little crafting time together. Let's get started. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited. Ohuhu contacted me to ask me if I would like to try out their set of brush markers, and I definitely wanted to do that. No surprise that I am actually coloring in my Amanda Rach Lee Doodle Planner, and I have been using brush markers for a long time now. So I definitely wanted to try them out, and they have been on my radar for sure. These products were sent to me for free to review for you. All opinions are my own. You know me, I will definitely tell you guys the truth. And I just felt like, it doesn't hurt to have a whole new set of markers. I find Ohuhu to be very affordable. And I think it'll be a nice thing to have, we all love lots of colors. So having a little more color in your life, it doesn't hurt right now. So they also sent me, not only did they send me this entire set of 120 brush markers, they also sent me a couple of these marker pads. So I'm going to go over that with you. But I did want to tell you I am an affiliate now with Ohuhu. So thank you in advance for using my link. I've left it in the description box below. But if you use my code Natalie10, you can get 10% off your entire order at ohuhu.com. So check that out, and thank you in advance for using my affiliate link. Okay, so I'm going to move some of the stuff aside and we can go through some of these things. And I really love that I didn't really ask for that, but I was going to show you for the marker pads. Really quickly, let's go through this. The marker pads, they sent me two. These are so good. And the cool thing is when they're packaged, I don't know if you've ever bought marker pads from Amazon or somewhere else. They come in a box. So this came in a box, and it was also shrink wrapped in plastic. So I found that to be really, really nice because I don't know about you, I don't like when things get bent or whatnot in packages, and so it's really packaged really nicely. And this one, I think this is the thicker one, which I'm assuming is for the alcohol ink markers. So we'll test that out when we go over the alcohol ink markers. These are so beautiful, 48 colors. They are double-sided. And I got the brush tip with a fine tip. And I think there's also one with a brush tip and a chisel. So that's that. And this is so cute because it comes in this little zip case, so you can store it really easily. Here. So we'll go over that a little bit later. We're going to start with the brush markers. So I'm going to have my pad here. Let's move this aside. Let's bring in these beautiful markers. So these are the markers, and they're in a set. And I have to say, like when I was coloring stuff over the holidays in my doodle planner, I was like, ooh, I really need more colors for a variety here. So I'm really excited to get this. And it comes in a really handy case. You can see here. So these are a new one. They're paper friendly. And what's really cool about these new, they're water-based markers, and there's no peeling like with the paper. So all of the info is here. They're water-based ink, vibrant colors, paper durability ensured, non-toxic. And so there's a brush side and a fine liner. And so, okay, this is all here, and let's just open it, and you can just really see how much I enjoyed opening this box. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Okay, so you have 120 colors, so they are like really beautiful. And inside here, oh, you have a swatch set, which is really nice. And then you also have the swatch on this really thick paper that you can do for yourself, so you can see what it looks like in person. This is a really nice glossy paper. So this is nice reference tool, and this is just all the sort of instructions in different languages. Okay, so here are all the beautiful yellow and oranges and peach colors. And then we go through more peaches and pinks and reds. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so fun. The blues and the purples are here. And oh, this one comes up. This one comes out. And then you have like more blues and like the greens and the teals here. And then that continues here. Maybe I'll flip this way. I'm not sure which way. Anyway. And the green to like the taupe, brown, gray. And then what's back here? Okay, we get and this is the clear blender, black, grays, and then there's fluorescent colors too, which is interesting. That's really cool. And then browns and this purple gray there. So there are a lot of colors, 120 to be exact. So I'm excited to try this out. I'm going to color some pages in my doodle planner. I haven't colored March yet because I was waiting to get this set to try it out. And we're going to try it out on I mean, I know I can do this little swatch thing, but I'm going to try it out on the marker pad so it's like big and bold and you can see how the colors are. Because I think as cool as this is to see the different colors, which I'll probably do eventually, I think having, these are small squares, seeing it here big and bold is fun. And let me see. So actually, I'm going to insert here. This marker pad is 90 pounds, 150 GSM. It's very thick paper. I'm going to go over here. Very, very thick paper. And you can like actually use the markers on one side and it will not bleed through the paper on the other side. So I will show you. My daughter and I played with it a bit. And she did some brush lettering here, which is really nice. Cute, and she actually really loved the pens. I will say they're very juicy, so it won't bleed on here, but we closed this we closed it before it kind of dried. Like we just did it and flipped it, so it got, you know, some ink on the other pages here, like this one we just closed it right away for this little message thing here. And it's really just so cute. So yeah, you can do everything with these pens. The colors are vibrant. There's just so many tones to get, but just make sure you, if you're using this, to let it dry. But you can see there's no mark on the other page. And we're going to try these in some planners too. So if you like to know, this marker pad, these markers, let's try this here. Okay, so this is the pen here, these brush pens. This is the Ohuhu Pupe water-based markers. And then so one end you have the brush, which is this end here, and the one end is the fineliner. So we're going to open the brush so you can see what a beautiful tip this is. So I'm going to just do this really quickly on here, and I'm going to show you the fineliner side. And this fineliner tip is so nice for writing. It's actually 0.4 millimeters, so it's really nice. So when you want to write in your planner, it's really nice. Here, I'll show you. It's like not too thick and not too thin. It's like just perfect, 0.4. I love it. So you could use this to write and color code in your planners, to highlight. Like if you wanted to get a lighter color, let's try this, like maybe this like peachy color here. Like if you're writing in your planner, maybe we'll try that later to do that. You can just like highlight here. Oh, that's really nice. Like I typically do that with Tombows, but this is really nice because Tombows can get pricey. So see the color. Like I'm loving this. This is 103 Fruit Pink. I would totally use this as like a highlighter here. So this is nice, as well as for coloring or lettering. Anyway, so this is really nice paper. Look, and look on the back. No bleed through at all. So I love this. This is a great way to kind of like sketch out your ideas and, you know, come up with some drawings. And what's cool is not only can you like, you know, you can use the other end if you draw something to sort of like outline what you drew with the other fineliner side. So that's what I like about that. I think 0.4 is absolute perfection, and I love that it has that. Okay, so let's try and just really quickly, I'm going to just do some sample like coloring. And the thing about these pens are, let's pick a different color, like a blue. Oh, let's go like this one. That you can not worry about peeling, and because it won't peel, because it's like, you can see how, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. You can see the color is really good. It's very juicy. You can go over it and over it. Oh my goodness, this is really cool. Let's see if that goes through. Nope, does not go through the back of that paper. This is really nice. And then the colorless blender. I don't really know how to use the blender stuff, but let's try it. I think if you need to like bring it out to blend it to a different color. Oh wow, that's really nice. Let's see here. Blend the edges. Oh my gosh, I feel like I can do this like all day. It's so fun. Okay. So something like that. You can blend all the colors together and have more of like if you're doing something artistic and a drawing. So I will say the brush side of the side is 1 to 5 millimeters, and it works. I can't wait to try it in my doodle planner to see how that looks. Okay, so I'm gonna move this over, and we are gonna write in a few planners. Let's try it in here. So here's an Erin Condren hourly planner, and I'm gonna take this pink, fruit pink back. And what I would typically do for a video is not a video. Typically, what I would typically do is if I had an appointment, I would do this, and then I would write it in. And maybe I can find, there's black. Okay, my blinds are having a shadow with a line right now. Okay, so let's just say this is dentist. Ooh, that's nice. Let's see if, and it doesn't bleed through. Erin Condren paper, there's a little bit of ghosting, but that's normal for things. Ooh, I like that. Like it. Okay, let's try some lighter blue. Let's just see. Here. Another. I wonder if this is, let me try a different darker blue or something to write on here. And just put doctor. Okay. Love it. Use it as like your highlighter and your pen that you want to in your planner. This is really nice. So it's not just for coloring. You can use it for both. It's really nice. Okay, let's try it in like Laurel Denise paper. And I have like Tomoe River paper too. I suspect that it's going to be the same as Erin Condren to write in a Laurel Denise. So let's just try and do some. This is the back of my planner, my small scalp planner. So let's try this here. This is darker. Let's try this pink. Okay, so I did press down a little more. And so the Laurel Denise is thinner than Erin Condren, so it does kind of like, you can't press it too hard. But otherwise, it's pretty good for highlighting, especially with these lighter colors. Here it is up close. You can see that for the darker color, the teal, it does kind of bleed through, because maybe I pressed down a little bit more, because it is a little bit thinner than Erin Condren paper, but it looks, the light pink is great as a highlight, and you can write in here too. So I just wouldn't press down so much. So let's see, let's try, I have my Sterling ink. Let's try it back here. I'm not sure. I don't typically write with these markers in here, but let's try this. Okay, so this is a little darker. There's a little bit of ghosting, tiny bit there. This is Tomoe River paper, but I think it's really nice for writing. This is a pleasant surprise. I didn't realize how great it was for writing. It's very fluid and fun to write with. And let's try Cosmo Air paper. I have my pen test page. Let's try it on here. Actually, let me do block since I did block on the other one. Let's see. Oops, I didn't capture myself writing it. Sorry. Okay, so actually, let me do this here. Let me use this light blue color. I think a light color works really well. And let's try the darker color. Okay. So there is a little bit of ghosting in the Cosmo Air paper for the darker one. The lighter ones, the lighter pastel colors seem to do really well. The best so far is Erin Condren thick paper and obviously the Ohuhu marker pad paper. And I think finally I want to try just Archer and Olive. I have my little field mouse notebook here, and this is my swatch book, but I think this makes sense because I'm going to be doing more junk journaling, and I think these brush markers would be perfect for like junk journaling or creative journaling. I just want to try it out in here really quick so we can see how. And I'm pretty sure this will be fine in here, by the way. So let's put this here. And let's just make it squiggly. And this writes really nice on here too, by the way. I love Archer and Olive paper. And here, yeah, it's really good. No bleeding. Tiny bit of ghosting on that one because it's a darker color, but yeah, this is great. This is going to be so great for all the journaling, junk journaling I want to do. I love that. Okay, so tested those out, and I think that's most of them. If there's any other notebook or paper you want me to test out that I haven't tested out, let me know. But now let's get into this is my Amanda Rachel. Let me zoom out. I think I zoomed in. Let me zoom out a bit. Okay, so I zoomed out and we can go over this. This is like my memory planner. And I haven't printed photos yet, but I've been doing, like I used markers here, brush markers here. I used color pencils in this one. So now I'm going to go to March. I haven't done March because I was waiting for this. This is really fun to do. Well, put some photos later. I have some ephemera in here to stick in. So I don't know. Where's the main page? Here it is. March. Luck is on your side. I'm trying to think like what color I want, but let's just do green for the letters and some of the shamrocks here. Oh, it's so pretty. There's such a variety of green here too to see. I can do like let's see. I kind of want to do like even like coloring in the shamrocks like two different shades, like this one with, let me try and see. I'm gonna have to like get a marker pad and see, test these out. That's nice. Is this one more blue? Ooh, that's fluorescent. That was a surprise. Okay, let's put that back. This one's nice. Ooh, I like that one too. Oh, I like this one for the screen for the title. So let's try and color this in for March. Okay, let's see if does that bleed through? No. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna love this because all the shades of colors. I'm gonna be honest, after using this and doing this over the letters, from using the other brands of brush markers, and I like this so much more. This one actually gives a lot more control with the brush. Granted, they're new brushes right now, but even my other ones were new. Some of them were pretty new. So this is really nice. And maybe hopefully I can, we'll try the alcohol inks in here later too. but I want to let me just color a shamrock and just get the little shades going and see how that will look. But getting this doodle planner was probably one of the best things I did because I find it really relaxing. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that's nice. This is so easy to color. Oh, I love it. Let's do that. Alternate around here. It almost feels like the way it can blend is like a color pencil, because when I was doing with the other markers, it would color weirdly on top. But right now, if I add another layer on here, it blends it really well. Wow, no joke. That's pretty cool. Let me try this one here. Wow, I really like how it feels. And this is going to be my relaxing hobby. And my daughter and I got my mom um, for February break a coloring book, and because she doesn't really draw or color, and we just kind of got her into coloring to be sit with us and do it together. She's 85, so she absolutely loves it. So I'm sure she's in love with these colors. And look how cute that is. Okay, let me finish this. Was this the darker one? No. Yeah, I need to do it on, alternate that on here. Yeah, I like that. It doesn't matter which direction you go. It doesn't really, there's a lot of control. Like these feel artistic to me, if that makes sense. Uh, this is really good for coloring, as well as for lettering and for writing. So versatile. I'm going to be carrying this case and going all around the house. Okay, I'm going to do the stem. Okay, so this is here. My dad was an artist. He would go crazy over this stuff if he was still alive. He would have loved this. And I love the idea of like learning all the new techniques of the blending and the shadowing and all that stuff. So maybe I can do that with the alcohol ink markers. I'm not sure if that alcohol ink markers will work on the Amanda Rach Lee doodle planner, but look at that. My little shamrock here. Look how cute. And it didn't bleed on the back up here. It's so fun. Oh my gosh, I cannot even believe how amazing this is. It's so cute. I'm going to add some other colors on here, but this set coloring, like I did the coloring back here and I used a mix of like different brands of markers. And I just feel like this looked much more fluid. I did make a little boo-boo there around the color, but you know, it's okay. It's like the way it looks though, it's much more like even. I feel like it's giving me a control, sort of like how color pencils were here and I was doing some like darker things. I can even go with a different darker, like the fineliner side, and like outline it or something if I wanted to. I think I really feel like coloring with this one, getting more experience doing the coloring thing, I get a lot more control with these brush markers. So yay, I'm excited about that. These are really, really cute. And I really think, oh, I'm gonna love it. So, okay, so I'm gonna finish coloring this later on. And I can't wait to share with you more on with the how I use these markers ongoing, because this is just the first time I'm kind of using them all and absolutely love it. This was blending. I wonder if I can go from like a blue to like a green. I don't know if this is a light green. Will it go that way? So let's try that. I've always wanted to know more about blending and I don't. So let's see if this works. Yeah, that looks nice. That looks like it's like from a watercolor thing. It looks really cool. Oh, that's fun. That's going to be fun to experiment with. I'm not sure how to clean this little tip, but I'll figure it out later. This looks really fun. Let's see, did it bleed over? Nope, it didn't bleed to the other side. Okay, that's really, really cool to see. Okay, let's move to the alcohol ink, and I'm going to try it in the other sketchbook. Let me just leave this over here on the side, actually. Okay, so this is actually thicker marker pad paper. This is 160 pound, 280 GSM, and it feels super thick. I haven't even used this yet. It's very smooth. And let's put this way. Oh, and then in the package with the marker, it comes with the instructions and usage as well in all different languages. So I just kept it back here. And in your little pack of markers, I'm going to open these up this way. I kind of organized it based on the colors, but it's hard because there's no compartments. But I think they sell little pen racks and stuff on Ohuhu site. The cool thing is the colors are all listed on here with it by name and number. And I have always wanted to try alcohol ink markers. This is a brush side, and there's a fine tip side. When you first get this package, inside the pack, you get the color swatch little cards, which is great because and it's smart. It's not one big long card. It's like this, so you can store it back in here. You get a booklet, and let's see this booklet together. Kind of giving you inspiration on things you can draw. There's Hawaii. Makes me excited for vacation in Hawaii this summer. These are the Honolulu alcohol markers. I've never been to Honolulu, but I've been to Maui and the Big Island. So it talks about all the different, oh wow, this is the Oahu series and Honolulu 2 and Honolulu 2B series. That's what this one is. Oh, and you can, no need to feel frustrated with a frayed tip. After all this, you can just flip it over to turn to get the next tip, which is a great tip to do. And I think you can also buy extra tips as well. I'm not sure, does it come with extra tips? No. So that's cool. And here is the series of all the different colors. And there's nice pastels here too. I think this is the perfect set for a beginner kind of getting into it. I know one of my friends, she is a fashion designer, and they used Copic markers back in the day. And those are just too expensive for me just to be like a hobbyist that wants to play with, markers and color. But I do love that what comes in here also is this pad. So if you're coloring on thin paper, you can put this under it so that you don't get bleed through on maybe your desk or on anything else. So you can stick it underneath if you're not using this thick paper. What's in this show? Okay, so I did get this cute coloring book, and it's for my mom or my daughter and I. So if I was going to do something cozy and color in the coloring book, you could pick your page you want. Oh, this is a test color page. Okay, let's do it here. You could stick it over here so that it wouldn't go through. So, okay, so let's just test out some of the markers first, and then we'll try in this coloring book. And then I also want to try it in my doodle planner, except I don't know how thick it will be in my doodle planner. Oh, wow. I feel like there is a little smell to this. It's alcohol-based ink markers, so this tip is thicker. Not quite the smell of a Sharpie, but almost. This is nice. Nice. It writes really nice. There's a flow to it. When you just get a pen and it's good and you're just like, wow. Yeah, this is really inspiring me. Oh, I love this green. So this one is edamame. Okay, that's making me hungry now. Oh my God, how pretty is that? Oh, and I look, there's different, depending on how hard you press, it definitely, it's really cool. I love this. And the thin side is here. This must be 0.5, I think, for the thin side. I'm not sure. And then you can see the back here, it does not bleed through, but we'll give it a chance to dry. I'm going to get my Amanda Rach Lee, my doodle planner. I'm a little nervous to do this in here with alcohol ink marker, but maybe we'll do it in like, what if I didn't color this in the January one? I don't know how thick this would be. Let's just try it. I don't want to mess up my March spread because I want to do it with my brush markers. So let's see, let's pick a color that will kind of go with here. Maybe this pink. Is this going to be dark? This looks fluorescent. That's too fluorescent. Okay, let's try this gray lavender. Let's see if that'll work. Yeah, maybe it'll work. Okay, so I'm going to try and color and just see how it is coloring. Oh, wow. See, I like this too. I don't feel like I am. It flows really nicely to color. Let's see if it. Okay, so it does go through on this paper. Okay, so let me just finish this really quick. Maybe I'm pressing too hard, but for this Amanda Rach Lee, this is pretty thick paper. I like it though. I used to do like fashion sketch drawings for fun. Maybe I can get back into that, but I think using these markers would be really fun for that. Okay, so that's why I did it this month. I knew I wouldn't be worried about it going on their side. But this is my first time using alcohol ink markers and I love it. Oh, you can really get the shadowing too if you needed to like do another wash of color over here. Oh, wow. This is really fun. I am like getting inspired. Okay, I'm going to let this dry on the side. I absolutely love this. I'm getting really into lavender. I just had like, oh, this is really nice. Like I really love writing here. Let's do this title. Cozy Friends. Yeah, it writes really nice. Like I feel like when I was in high school, I had to make posters for all the things in school. I would love to have these markers to like make all the posters that we did. This paper too. This paper is a dream. It's very smooth on this marker paper and nothing, as you can see, nothing is going in the back. Okay, I'm really curious because I saw my mom do the coloring book and I really wanted to like try one of these. So I want to see. I know obviously this paper is very thin, so let's just see. I think that's why they don't have anything on the other side, right? Yeah. So let's just try and test some things to color. What's cute? Let's maybe we can use like 2 different shades of the purple for the yarn. Bright lavender. Actually, this is the brush. The brush side is here. I'm not really good at the whole like shadowing thing for coloring, but I will learn. This looks more pinky. So let's just do that. Oops, that's not the brush side. This is fun. This is so fun. I think this paper, I don't think these are like acid-free paper. The other marker pad from Ohuhu is, but these coloring pages, I think the color will go away eventually. Okay, this is cool. This little like, it's almost like a, what do you call it? This is like the in the Hobonichi, the pencil board. And you know what I like about it is that it's like flexible plastic. It doesn't feel too hard when you write on it and you color and it looks really nice. And my God, this is really fun. Like I want to try like, I mean, I don't even know if I can do a shadow. I mean, like this is going to be like embarrassing. But, like people do like That was a failed attempt, but you know, I'm learning. Actually, let's try something else. Let's just color for fun. This thing in, what's this one called? Brilliant Blue. Sounds beautiful. And we'll pick like another vibrant color, this mustard yellow with it for the flowers. And maybe dark marigold. Okay, I think, do they tell you? They tell you which side is the brush, but they both have little notches here, so I keep this little mustard yellow. And this is brush side. Oh, that's pretty. And then let's try this one. Okay. Maybe that's a little darker than what I want. Let's try the regular blue brush. Oh, that's darker. Let's go back to that one. Okay, and let's try this one, pull blue. Okay, that's nice too. Okay, let's just go back to this one. And oh, did I use this one? What is this one? Brilliant Blue, okay. What's the one? It seems darker on this paper than on the other marker paper. But this is cool. I guess this is good for you to test the colors. I know there's like people with YouTube channels and they're like experts at this stuff. It's pretty amazing to me. And this is really relaxing. So let's see if I can get this. I'm just going to draw this little jug. I think this will be a really fun hobby. Not just for my mom, I feel like it's for me too. Like, after doing the doodle planner, sometimes I finish the month early and I'm like, oh, I don't have to color anything anymore. And now I have to wait for the next month. So I have to clip in some things for Lunar New Year in there and photos, and then I'll be nice. That's not bad. This is really cool. Okay, so let's do the brush here. I don't know what this paper is on this coloring book, but it's not like that fancy. But I think later on, if I ever want to try and get back to my teenage self and draw fashion sketches again, I think this will be really fun to use these alcohol ink markers. But you can see the color here. I'm going to show you close up. Looks great. You know, and I want to say I've been using the markers now. They are not, it kind of goes through the back here, but that's why I get this little pad here. It's not as strong, honestly, as a Sharpie. Actually, I'm surprised it's not that strong. So but you know, you want to make sure it's ventilated when you are using these. You have like a window open or something, or you're in a ventilated room. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You guys, I'm so happy. This is going to be such a fun little hobby. I can't wait to try out all these colors. Let me just see really quick. This is aged pine green. I'm really getting into all these greens lately. Ooh, that's really pretty. I just love, you could, as I draw it, you can see how it like the color tone goes. It's just like so nice. Like the sound is so nice. This is really fun. I really love this. Oh, these are really beautiful. Thank you so much, Ohuhu. And if you've used these alcohol ink markers, let me know if you have tips on like doing all that cool shading and whatever. I'm going to try that. It's going to be fun. I need to find time to relax and do that and just spend like 15 minutes or, you know, half an hour sometime on the weekend to just like color and just like let my mind go and play some music. So that is going to be fun, really fun. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. If you are interested in any of the items featured in this video from Ohuhu, as well as anything on their site, you can use my code Natalie10 to get 10% off your entire order. I've linked my affiliate link in the description box, so thank you in advance for using that. If you like videos like this, if you like planners, stationery, cool markers and crafting, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.